Hello everyone, welcome back to APG. Red's here.
I'm here! Did you miss me? I missed me.
Well, they saw you in the D&D stream.
Okay, that doesn't count.
That totally counts. We're playing Prince of Persia, The Forgotten Sands. I have never played an actual Prince of Persia game since the original in Well, it's from 1987. I played it a couple years ago. I don't know. Are you thinking Sands of Time?
That's the one!
Well, we're going to play a subpar Prince of Persia game. On easy difficulty, because we were a bunch of scrubs here.
Yep.
We were aware of that. We were aware of our scrubbiness. And we are actually recording this an hour before the big summer stream, so...
Oh god, 5 hours, man.
You're seeing this tomorrow, from when we're recording this. 2 streams in 2 nights, but we're trying to get better about streaming, and that's the way you start it. And I need to turn that up a little so I can hear it. But I don't want to turn it up too loud, because then the microphone will pick it up.
Yep.
And that is the constant struggle for us.
Although, this looks good.
It looks good, and it's an HD remaster, which makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm so angsty and look like a Ken doll.
But, like, also, I actually now can see, where the one I played took some of its... Because the only one I played was the
what have you
one where
done?
there's like a new version that's
Oh, so you played a reboot, the reboot one, which we have that too. This is from the PS2 series, which is still really cool.
Yeah.
And I'm enjoying just the idea of playing Prince of Persia right now, because we're learning about, well, not learning, I'm teaching about ancient Persia in social studies right now. The kids are not thrilled, because they don't care. And it's like, it's history. What's not... Oh, hi, Chris. My friend Chris went online. That's a weird update. I didn't know PS3 told you when people went online. I also find it weird that Chris is like my only friend besides me who still uses the exact same username he made when he was 11.
I use the same email I've been using since I was like 13.
No, but I mean like on across the board.
Oh.
It's always him. And it's a combination of the Silver Power Ranger and Solid Snake. And No, Zane was the name of the first Silver Power Ranger, so that's why he's Solid Zane. And that's, like, mine was Full Metal Alchemist and Transformers, so that's why I'm Alchemyprime. And now there is an...
was a Latin term for the corpse that I used for my very first Sailor Moon fan.
Right.
I thought I am.
You're doing it a bit, but, like, see... Okay, like, see where it stops?
Yeah?
Yeah, that's the background. You're going, like, that much more than
Crap, okay, so
voice
I will
capture.
try to be louder.
Thank you.
I need to be louder! Not
Yeah,
quiet.
I think the microphone got damaged in shipping.
Oh, that's not good.
It's okay, it's all fine.
Alright.
We'll get a new one soon.
Yay!
Use right to change the camera angle. Done. Oh no, I changed the camera angle and they bombed something. I'll never do that again. X to jump. Square to attack. Murder a guy.
Guess we're gonna murder all the guys.
Okay, we'll admit, this has one advantage over Assassin's Creed for me so far.
What?
I have to press a button to run up a wall.
Oh. Oh yeah, Assassin's Creed, like, some of them, you don't press anything, if I remember.
You just run right at the wall.
Yeah.
Which I can understand the intent,
Yeah.
but...
I mean,
still.
it got distracting sometimes.
Like, haha, I'm running. Oh no, a wall. My main enemy.
Right? I had, some of the same issues when I was playing it. Like, I would get so frustrated, like, what the hell is happening? Why am I not doing the thing I need to do? You need to press R2 to do a wall run.
So I was doing, but I thought I had to jump first, and I was wrong.
I like, no, this is interesting for me, because I never played any of the original games. I only really played the reboot.
Oh, but this isn't original. This is the first reboot.
Oh.
The original was on the Commodore.
Oh!
That's the one I recognize. is.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the one that's like you get the girl sidekick and you're like running around, you're not really a prince, you're like just some dude who lost his donkey.
Is that really what this is?
No.
Oh, that's the next one.
No, that's the one that I played.
That's what I meant. Oh shit. Nope. Then he broke his ankle and died.
Oh god. Like,
So I can see like why people were saying that this was as good as Zelda, but on the PS2.
yeah.
But on the other hand, it's like
It wasn't the best
I
idea.
kind of wish I was playing Zelda now. Like instead of this. I'm liking the aesthetics.
Yeah.
I do love the aesthetics of the whole thing.
Yeah.
But there's still that whole level of it of like, why are people comparing this to Zelda so much?
Yeah.
Like, I guess it's because their brains were going, oh shit,
Well, it is an adventure.
it's an adventure game.
It's also a platformer. So.
But Zelda's not.
Oh.
That's where I was getting confused. The first one to be a platformer was Breath of the Wild.
Oh yeah, that's true. I guess.
So it's like, well, I guess that's not true. The second Zelda was the one that was a platformer. But still, I can see it as like, this is the game you would get your kid instead of God of War.
Yeah.
If you were afraid of them getting M-rated games.
True.
Because this isn't super duper violent
Yeah.
yet. And I can see, especially like right beginning early 2000s, people being a bit more, and as this is messed up for me to say, but this is exactly where my brain's thinking. I can see a lot of people being more okay with you fighting Middle Eastern people than Greeks, especially in that time period.
Right? Oh, that's really messed up, though.
It would explain a bit about the rating. 'Cause this is still pretty brutal. But then again, we're Americans. We have this messed up sense of, oh, well, I didn't see any gore or tits, so that means it's for kids.
Well, I mean, there's no real blood.
True. But what I'm saying is that I am personally of the other opinion,
Yeah?
where it's like, no, show the kids more blood.
Why?
Okay, because they need to understand, like, oh, right, don't jump. They need to understand that violence actually hurts people.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of kids who have this mentality of guns don't actually hurt people.
What?
They just fall over dead immediately, and it's not a slow bleeding out that takes hours.
Huh.
It's like, I mean, I guess if you pop them in the head, but for most people, no, it's a long, slow death that takes hours and hours.
Okay, so getting off this very grim subject
Yes.
and off to something that's...
You're the person whose username was death.
What? Look, I have a dark sense of humor, but this is not humorous. This is just dark.
You've done everything is. Anyway,
Morbid. I'm just trying to get it back to a funny place.
not everything's funny. Like this game, it's not very funny.
Whatever, shut up.
Sorry, fun. That's the word I'm looking for.
Oh, God. Anyway. So, I have something funny that's kind of violent, but really is not. It's how I gave myself a black eye.
Like the only way out is to climb
Okay.
So, you know, and this is gonna sound really dark, and I hate to put it this way, but you know how there's always like that cliche of she ran into a wall or a door?
Yes.
I actually did run into a wall. So
And it wasn't my fault this time.
No one shooting arrows at me in here.
what happened was I had just gotten back from vacation with my mom, and we were in the mountains, and we'd been in the car, well, I'd been in the car for 9.5 hours. So I was super tired, because that's just kind of what happens when you spend so many goddamn hours in the car. And I came home and my cat had peed on my bed. So I was like, great, now I gotta throw my sheets in the dryer, or in the wash. So I, was going down the hall to take my sheets out of the wash and into the dryer, and I'm coming back, and I'm like, okay, so this is where I turned to go down the hallway, and I turned, like I was gonna walk down the hallway, and I smacked right into the wall, like at full speed, so, and it hurt, and I did it on an angle, and it caught me right under the eye, so I had a black eye for a couple of days, and my mom, like when she saw me the next day, she's like, what happened to you? And I was like, I walked into a wall.
This guy really hates banners.
Why? Oh.
Broken like 5 of these.
If it makes you feel better, in the one I played, you just kind of float down, like you just kind of like grab them and scoot down.
That's much better.
Right?
The people who worked on these tapestries worked very hard. This had Uplay connectivity? Yay!
Yay!
Okay. We're through. That's the important part. We're through.
Awesome.
Worse and worse.
Just, I don't know why this one's getting to me. Because, like, this should be, honestly, up my alley.
Yeah.
Like, I'm actually baffled by this. Also, again, I am not changing the camera. Last time I did that, a wall exploded. I am sticking to my word.
Please don't. Please change the camera angle.
Anyway, well, time to run back towards the camera that I can't change.
Yeah, god damn it. This is gonna be a thing, isn't it?
Afraid so. Oh, camera changed automatically, so now I gotta adjust.
Ah!
I mean, like, my mentality.
Yeah.
I'm not adjusting the camera.
Damn it!
Anyway, but yeah, so, like, this should 100% be... Oh, right. This should be up my alley. I'm recognizing this has everything I enjoy. Middle Eastern aesthetics, adventure gameplay, decent platforming. Decent platforming, he said as he failed to platform. But for some reason, this is just looking so bland to me. And what?
You might like the one I played better. It had...
Yeah, that one looks so much cooler than this.
Well, it just... The graphics were very pretty.
Like, I don't even care about pretty graphics. I mean, have you seen the shit I play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this one does have a darker tone, I think.
It does. And this guy kind of looks like Jake Gyllenhaal, which I'm not 100% on board with.
Which is hilarious because the other one looks like, if possible, slightly more pretty boyish.
No, I was thinking about the fact that's who played him in the movie.
Oh, yeah!
The movie based specifically off of this reboot.
Oh, yeah.
Come on! I'm hitting it like a second too soon.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
You gotta, if I remember correctly, you really gotta, like, trust
Wait
that
till the
it'll-
last minute.
Yeah, and trust that it'll just get there.
I am trusting it'll get there, and it's not letting me trust it enough.
You're also not moving the freaking camera.
There's no reason to.
Yes, there is.
No, jump back. No, jump back. No, jump back. No, jump back.
Oh,
No, jump
my
back. Jump back.
God.
Ah!
This is gonna be a thing.
That's assuming this one becomes a series. This is infuriating me enough. I kind of don't want to. And I realize there's going to be a bunch of people who are like, no, but this was the best one on the PlayStation. It's like, I don't care. We're going if there's one... This is kind of fun, though. Just making them jump back and forth.
Damn it.
Like, this is one thing I wish Link could do. I'll grant you that. If Link could do this, I'd be much happier.
Oh, dear
Boop.
God.
Ba-doop.
It's just gonna be
Ba-doop.
hours of
Ba-doop.
this.
Ba-doop.
I wish I
Ba-doop.
still had
Ba-doop.
my copy
Ba-doop.
of Prince of Persia on the Xbox, but I sold it like ages ago when I needed cash.
Like, there is part of me that wants to just make this into a ba-doop, 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 ba-doop.
Oh, for the
For,
love
like,
of-
hours.
No, come on!
No, like, not now. Just edit it later.
Oh.
But I need, like, a good loop to do that. So, hold on. Ba-doop, 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 ba-doop.
Okay, this
You
is...
interrupt it, and then I have to do it again.
No!
Yes.
No!
That's exactly how that works.
No, it's not!
So let's try it again with no interruptions this time.
Or how about let's just advance in the game?
Ba-doop, ba-doop,
Oh,
ba-doop,
God damn it.
ba-doop,
I give up.
ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. Okay, I got one. Though that was actually me trying to advance the game, and I just suck at it. These controls are infuriating. I think they're infuriating to me, not because of my reluctance to move the camera, because I'm afraid something will explode again. But, because, like, there's that part of my brain that's like, no, I've played Zelda, I've played Bujingai,
Yeah.
I know what these games can look like,
Yeah?
and this one doesn't.
So that's annoying you?
It is. It's just, it's a small amount of sloppiness that, like, I'm trying to think, what's the best way to put it? It's like, I think it's a lot of the same problems people were having with No Man's Sky, when you're looking at it purely through the lens of comparison,
The battle going on.
or if you're going like, oh, I really love shooting combat, and you play only Mass Effect 3, right?
Yeah.
And you think to yourself, man, I sure do like Mass Effect 3. Let's go back and play Mass Effect 1, because surely this would have the same level of great shooting combat in it.
Yeah, no.
Right. Or you think to yourself, huh, I sure do like the way sword combat works in Breath of the Wild. So let's go back to Ocarina of Time and see the exact same thing. No, it doesn't at all. They are very different games.
Although I am definitely seeing a lot of similarities between this one and the one I played, which, I mean, it's the same series, so I can see why.
Yeah, yeah.
But considering they went with a different storyline for the one I played, it's, I don't know, it's just interesting to watch.
Now, I am seeing, like, some remnants of, like...
Looks like I can grab on here.
I'm trying to think what the proper... Yeah, I don't know if we should say remnants. I'm seeing some elements that, like, would eventually bleed into Assassin's Creed and would eventually bleed into, a little bit of Horizons in here, right?
Wait, is this an Ubisoft game?
It is.
Oh, yeah, no, I can see that too.
Oh, these bricks. Got it. Okay. And it's like, this is definitely an Ubisoft game,
Yeah.
right? There's definitely... I don't know why I brought up Horizon, because Horizon's not from the company, but I guess they took some inspiration from it.
Oh.
But, like, you can definitely see, like, where some of Assassin's Creed and Watch Dogs got its stuff from.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, that's bleeding in, right? And that's not a bad thing. If Assassin's Creed controlled a bit more like this,
Yeah?
if it was as tight as Assassin's Creed has it, but the controls followed a scheme like this, I would probably like both of them a lot better. And in
think
fact, that might be why I'm getting bothered.
Yeah?
Dude, you didn't even fall that far.
I remember the controls in, or at least the version I played for the Xbox, the one I played
Do I really have to go up and run and hit this button again? Really?
in,
Okay, fine.
whatchamacallit? Later in the series?
The reboot.
Yeah. That one was, like, I remember the controls being a lot
tighter. And I would like some tighter controls
I mean,
right
there's
now.
different elements that they give it to, though, because they give you that, that follower that has, like, magic,
Okay.
which is fun and interesting because then you're like, oh, okay, so I can use her to do other stuff.
You know,
and-
I think is Forgotten Sands or Sands of Time the first one in this series?
I don't know. I really don't. There's like
Like, I know the Two Thrones is the middle one.
yeah.
I remember that. But,
I think this is because this is a series neither one of us has played very much.
yeah,
of.
no, I never played it.
Yeah, me either.
Like, EGM would talk about it all the time. Back in the days when there was an actual EGM to read.
Oh my god, right?
But there's kind of that level of it in my head of like, huh, this could be better. Also, I am mildly drunk, so that might be tainting me a little bit right now.
Yeah.
I decided the best thing to do was try to correct Mikella's mistake from last week, which I don't think we actually mentioned on camera, did we?
I don't know. I haven't been watching the show.
Huh, well...
I feel bad about that. 'Cause
And
I probably should be.
I don't blame Mikella on this. Do not blame her or anything like that, because Mikella doesn't drink. Like, I think that's been stated enough times on this show. Mikella does not drink at all. It's just not in her nature. It's not in her character whatsoever.
Which is fine. Not everybody.
Yeah, not
has-
everybody drinks. That's fine. On the opposite end of that spectrum, you have Yvonne,
Never catch up
who
to
drinks a
you.
lot.
That's right.
It's not a problem.
She doesn't drink that much. It's just every now and then she'll go out to bars for fun.
Yeah,
Which, again, there's no problem with that.
right.
And then there's me, who drinks whiskey and bourbon just casually every now and then.
No! Now, you see, that one makes more sense, because he landed on a pot and shattered his spine. Anyway, so I had a hard day at work. I called Mikella and told her, hey, can you make me a milkshake, but instead of milk, use a White Russian? Mikella doesn't know how much alcohol goes in a White Russian. And she overestimated it. By, like, quadruple. So I had, like, what, a whole cup of vodka in there. Vodka and Kahlua. And she's behind me, and she's shaking her head like, why are you telling people this? What is wrong with you? Why do you embarrass me so?
If it makes you feel better, I embarrass myself on this show.
It's true, we all do.
Yep.
If you ever wonder what happened to Rob and Mikella, why did they break up, it's because I wouldn't stop sharing the story, and she left me.
I'll never catch up at this rate.
Doesn't yet, but like give it a few months. She'll.
To be honest, that was my first ever alcoholic drink that I've made, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
And
Anyway,
putting too much alcohol in it is
it's better than the opposite, except when it's enough that it almost kills me. Now, actually, no, that's not true. She didn't almost kill me, but I did get wasted off of one drink, which is weird for me. Anyway, fun though. Fun. Anyway, so
Yeah, you made mine pretty strong.
I made mine at the strength I normally make them, which is about half the strength Mikella made me, which is apparently still way too strong for mortal man. And as Red is here as mortal man,
Yep.
good old mortal man, yes, with all the powers of a mortal.
Yeah, I'm a little, like, drunky drunk.
Yes, so I made those two. I also added Nutella and chocolate chips to it.
Yes.
And realized that my blender does not blend chocolate chips as well as I thought it did. Because the bottom of my cup was just solid chocolate chips and vodka. Which isn't a bad thing.
Except then you added it to my cup, and then mine was even more alcoholic.
Which was an amazing thing.
No, it was bad. I couldn't drink, like, any of it.
But yeah, so... Yeah, you know what?
Too much alcohol.
So yeah, we're a little drunk. I need to stop playing this soon so we can go get some pigs in a blanket. Next time it saves, we will stop,
Yay.
I think. Hey, there's the save.
Yay!
Now he's looking at this like, do I jump now? Before they put me through 2 more of these?
Seriously, you're gonna call out to them so they can shoot at you with an arrow? That's stupid.
That is stupid. If you want to see more stupid things, click that eye in the right-hand corner. You can watch more of our videos. And then, you can also click that big circle coming up to subscribe. It's right there in the middle of the screen. Just like measure your screen, compare it to the YouTube video, find where the exact center of the YouTube video is, that's where it's going to be. A little offset by like a pixel, because I'm weird. I did it purely to bother people with OCD. Man, this castle sure has a lot of wall-mounted buttons. I need to make pigs in a blanket for a stream. We will see you all later, everyone.
Bye, guys!
Goodbye.